For this presentation, we will be discussing drones, how they are being used in the business environment in Canada, and how they can help Canada and other nations achieve the UN Sustainable Development Plans. Let's get started by talking about what drones are. Drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, are typically small, unmanned, typically battery powered flying devices. Drones use some type of wireless communication to allow a remote pilot to control them, either using line of sight or a virtual reality headset or screen where imagery is fed back to the pilot from the drone. There are drones available that simply fly a pre programmed flight path. This does not require real time input from the pilot. So, where is Canada using drones? Canada's forestry services are using drones to replant trees in fire prone areas. Using AI in combination with drones and drone deployable seed pods, they can remotely seed fire ravaged areas with new, appropriate tree growth. Agriculture is using drones in the spraying and planting of crops. Drones will also play an important role in the smart farming revolution, providing visual scans of crop fields and being able to flexibly deploy a variety of treatments. Construction is using drones to remotely inspect dangerous locations on a site and on existing infrastructure projects. This allows an inspector to reach precarious locations quickly and safely, while visually checking for signs of fatigue or other issues with structural integrity. Finally, law enforcement is using drones to help maintain large crowds where individual officers may not have the freedom of movement to patrol any sizable area. A drone can fly above the crowd and provide real time information to officers to ensure they can rapidly deploy support where needed. Additionally, they can be used in reconnaissance areas where a threat to life may exist. So, who in Canada is using drones? A few specific examples are the government is using it in forestry, farmers, private surveyors, building inspectors, real estate agents, and local police forces. We can see that Canada, like many developed nations, has already begun the widespread use of drones. Why are people using drones? I chose to do a SWOT analysis for Scitech, a global construction services and equipment supplier that is operating in Canada. To be honest, drones are an incredibly simple choice for an organization such as Scitech, as they have every piece of the puzzle to purchase, maintain, and operate drones. But the strengths, they have equipment maintenance expertise, including electrical machinery. They have the supplier and customer relationships in place that a company would need to operate a fleet of drones. The one weakness I could think of for Scitech was the need to outlay capital for the purchase, storage, and construction of charging infrastructure for the drones. The opportunities for Scitech include a greater share of the customer. Their customers are already using drones. If they don't operate them, they are losing that share of customer to a competitor. Finally, the threats. Well, the biggest threat with drones is regulations. Governments are reasonably worried about how drones are used in private and commercial settings. Stricter laws could increase the administrative cost or negatively impact the return on capital that Scitech would expect. Another issue drone operators need to be aware of is what the global marketplace will do with the end of life lithium batteries. Currently, no long term sustainable solutions exist. This cost may ultimately be reflected back to the operators. So, when will we see the widespread use of drones? Well, we are already seeing it. Consumer use is lagging behind commercial use, likely due to the high cost barrier to entry and some regulatory issues that limit how they can be used, more specifically, where they can be used. Commercial and government use is extremely commonplace. Nearly every home listing for sale uses drone photos to inspire new buyers. Surveyors are using drones to quickly capture land images, and they have become as iconic to modern theaters of war as the tank was in World War II. So, how can drones help Canada obtain sustainable development goals? First, drones allow us to interact in places and ways that were not previously possible. They have the convenience of a helicopter, but the cost of a bicycle on the low end, and up to a car on the high end. This means we are finding new ways to solve previously cost prohibitive problems. First, drones are helping end hunger. Farms will be able to treat more small plots because of the accuracy of a drone compared to a line sprinkler or a crop duster, not to mention the ability to quickly change plot and chemical treatments or seeds. Next, drones are helping make safer infrastructure by allowing inspections and visual progress checks to occur in real time, at a moment's notice. This means we can check structures more frequently without requiring work to be stopped and safety equipment to be brought into place. Finally, drones are helping to protect life on land. Drones can monitor critical biomes to ensure they are protected. Drones can even directly interact with environments to help ensure the long term health of recovering ecosystems. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Please let me know what you thought. To sign off, I have two truths and one lie. First, drones are just toys. Second, drones are used in conflicts. Finally, drones are limited by battery technology. Thank you.